When Shun'er saw that the flames within Xiaoyan had nowhere to be released, she decisively threw herself into the raging fire, joining him in refining it together. No wonder she chose to stay behind. That calculation of hers was so obvious that even someone in Shandong could hear it. Picking up from the previous chapter, after completing these 2 steps, Xiaoyan did not stop. He once again retrieved a medicinal pill from his storage ring. The moment the pill appeared, bone-chilling cold mist surged throughout the surroundings. This was the 9-yin yellow spring pill that Xiaoyan had prepared in advance. With a gentle flick, the pill melted instantly upon contact. With the purifying demonic lotus flame, and layers of ice rapidly formed across the surface of the flame, Xiaoyan took a deep breath, then another, and then one final deep breath. His figure flashed as he appeared directly before the purifying demonic lotus flame. Under Shun'er's tense gaze, he slowly extended his trembling palm. At the instant his hand touched the pink-colored flame, the seemingly small flame suddenly expanded, transforming into blazing inferno that engulfed Xiaoyan's entire body. Kyomagege. The sudden change caused Shun'er's expression to turn pale with shock. She hurriedly stood up, her eyes fixed anxiously upon the pink flames. Within the roaring fire, Xiaoyan's face twisted in agony from the scorching pain. He madly stimulated the heavenly flames within his body, continuously resisting the terrifying heat of the purifying demonic lotus flame. Harsh gasps escaped from Xiaoyan's mouth. Dark red blood seeped out through his pores. At this moment his entire body was drenched in blood, and his hair had already turned into ashes. Xiaoyan stared fixedly at the pink flame in his palm. A crazed smile appeared on his face. Under Shun'er's horrified gaze, he directly stuffed the flame into his mouth. Flame mantra. Refined for me. As the roar echoed, the Do Qi within Xiaoyan's body surged violently toward the flame's origin, forcibly enveloping it and circulating it along the roots of the flame mantra. During the refinement process, the flame origin seemed to sense the threat and began struggling violently. The temperature of the flames grew increasingly horrifying, causing some of Xiaoyan's more fragile meridians to instantly turn to ashes. Even his bones showed signs of softening. Outside, Shun'er stared unblinkingly at Xiaoyan, who was roaring madly within the flames. Compared to before, his body appeared to have shrunk by nearly half, making the sight utterly terrifying. Shohongege. Shun'er bit her red lips tightly. Each of Xiaoyan's low roars felt like a blade carving into her heart, causing pain so intense that she could barely breathe. This was the first time she had personally witnessed Xiaoyan devouring a heavenly flame. Though she had never experienced it herself, she could easily imagine the indescribable agony. Refined for me. Amid the towering flames, Xiaoyan once again let out an exhausted hoarse roar. Terrifying fire engulfed every inch of his body and simultaneously filled his mind. These flames had nowhere to be released. Sooner or later, they would incinerate Xiaoyan completely from the inside out. If this continued, Xiaoyan Gege would surely die. Shun'er wiped away the tears caused by heart-wrenching pain. Golden flames instantly surged out from her body. Her figure traced a graceful arc through the air as she plunged directly into the flames tormenting Xiaoyan. Shun'er's sudden entry restored a trace of clarity to Xiaoyan, but before he could finish speaking, she had already wrapped herself tightly around him. Xiaoyan panted heavily. Amid the haze, his rationality gradually returned. He knew all too well what would happen if this continued. The previous incident with Medusa had been exactly the same. Gyokagege, only together can we refine it. That gentle sentence caused Xiaoyan's eyes to turn bloodshot once more. After a beast-like roar, his clothes were torn apart, and spring scenery instantly filled the surroundings. Within the space engulfed by extreme heat, the flames roared wildly like enraged dragons. Suspended dozens of jang above the magma sea was an enormous pink fireball. Through the fireball, 2 figures could vaguely be seen clinging tightly together, Xiaoyan and Shun'er. With Shun'er's assistance, Xiaoyan's condition improved significantly. His severely damaged body gradually recovered under the undying divine effects of the 3,000 burning flame. Meanwhile, the vast energy released by the purifying demonic lotus flame was continuously channeled into Shun'er's body. Through their close coordination, this relieved the pressure on Xiaoyan's body and prevented the danger of bodily explosion. As time passed, a ring of flames composed of 3 colors gradually formed around them: gold, dark purple, and pink. Each color perfectly occupied 1/3 of the area, forming a strange and delicate balance. Flame mantra refine. At the moment this balance was established, Xiaoyan slowly opened his eyes within the ring of flames. A low voice emerged from his mouth. Shun'er, Next comes the moment of harvest. Xiaoyan looked at the sleeping Shun'er in his arms, a gentle smile appearing on his face. His hand seals quietly changed. As they did, the purifying demonic lotus flame within his body finally began to be refined little by little. A vast liquid-like energy instantly spread throughout Xiaoyan's body. Sensing the rapid surge of fullness within himself, Xiaoyan lowered his head and softly kissed Shun'er. That boundless energy surged into her body like a tidal wave. As the refinement continued, waves of energy circulated once through Xiaoyan's body, before being transmitted into Shun'er. After Shun'er absorbed it, the remaining energy flowed back into Xiaoyan. This returning energy not only became more refined, but also seemed to carry the unique aura of the Golden Emperor flame. As this process repeated continuously, a perfect energy cycle gradually formed between Xiaoyan and Shun'er. The vast energy repeatedly cleansed every inch of their bodies, causing their auras to steadily rise throughout the process. Central Plains. At this time, 1 full year had passed since the emergence of the purifying demonic lotus flame. Although time had passed, the grand spectacle of that day was still frequently discussed. 1 year was neither long nor short, yet the Central Plains had undergone countless upheavals. Not long after the Heavenly Flame incident, the Hall of Souls finally launched its retaliation against the Tianfu Alliance for destroying the Human Hall. Nearly 1/3 of the Alliance's subordinate cities were attacked. Facing the Hall of Souls' ferocious assault, the Tianfu Alliance did not retreat, instead mobilizing its forces to counterattack. Over the course of a year, the two superpowers clashed continuously. Although there were casualties, no final decisive battle occurred. After all, the Tianfu Alliance now had Ziyan Xiaochen and other experts whose strength was not inferior to the Hall Master of the Hall of Souls. As a result, not only did the Tianfu Alliance fail to fall behind in its conflicts with the Hall of Souls, it even showed faint signs of gaining the upper hand. Its prestige within the Central Plains thus reached an unprecedented peak. At the same time, Yao Lao and the others never stopped monitoring the location of the Heavenly Flame's descent. However, each investigation only deepened their disappointment. For an entire year, that space showed no sign of disturbance whatsoever. If not for the continued existence of the dragon seal in Ziyan's hand, they would have nearly believed that Xiaoyan and Shun'er had already perished. In the face of such circumstances, they were powerless, and could only divert more of their efforts toward battling the Hall of Souls. Yet just as all attention was focused on the conflict between the Hall of Souls and the Tianfu Alliance, a piece of news that shook the entire continent quietly spread. The Stone Clan, one of the 8 ancient clans, following the Spirit Clan, had mysteriously vanished in its entirety.